Hello and welcome to the second lecture of this series, Maintaining Good Mental Health, Speed and Motivation During Job Search. Let's say you have started job search and you want to make sure that you are utilizing most of your time during job search and you are optimizing your approach. So to do that, what you have to do is that you have to be consistent in your applying. You have to spend a significant amount of time every day in job search, and you should avoid activities and situations that can hamper your mental health. Because if you are depressed or frustrated and in a bad mental health and you are demotivated, then you cannot do job search efficiently. You want to utilize and you want to land a job as soon as possible. That's why you should be efficient in your approach, and you should separate a time slot for exclusively job searching. So the first point is that you should not waste time when you are searching job. Let's say you are currently employed at a temporary job and your day didn't go well. You should not allow these elements of events to affect your job search. And you yes, at the end of the day, we're emotional human beings, and these things actually affect our psychology and everything. But when it comes to efficiency, you have to be consistent in job search, and other parameters, whether it be societal, psychological, or physical, this should not affect your job search. You should be consistent. And to maintain speed, you should optimize your approach. You should select between what speed and what number of jobs you are applying each day, and you should reach the milestone every day. So that's the gist of being consistent. And when it comes to motivation, it is a disclaimer that job search is not an overnight thing. You cannot just job search for 12 hours a day and just take a 7-day break. Rather, it's a long journey. You may have to search for jobs for weeks or even months. And sometimes there will be things that happen that are very depressing and frustrating. And it is very unlikely that you will land a job after your very first interview. You have to go through failures. So it is very likely to be frustrated, because we always keep the destination in the focus, but not the journey. So in order to be motivated, you should focus on the journey, not the destination. And in order to do that, to be motivated, you should take this 3-step approach, that is prioritization, segmentation, and bookkeeping. Prioritization means you prioritize your objectives or activities throughout the day, and you do what is most important first, and then you do the less important things later. And segmentation means if your day-to-day activities have very big elements, you segment them into manageable tasks. And bookkeeping means you log everything you do, you log your achievements and accomplishments, and you optimize and modify according to your need, priorities, and deadline, so that you can achieve your objectives. You can fulfill your objectives without being burned out. Without being burned out is very important in this scenario, when you are searching for jobs while being employed at a temporary job. And utilizing every failed attempt, here bookkeeping works and helps really well, because if after a failed attempt or a failed interview or after a bad day, you start mourning or grieving, that doesn't help. But if you take notes on your failed interview session, that can actually help you for the next interview session, and that can help you optimize your job search approach. So that's why you should know that every failed attempt is actually an opportunity. And you should keep in mind that you have to manage many things when you are doing job search. It's very unlikely that you will get the opportunity to job search exclusively without taking care of anything else. You will have a family to take care of. You will have deadlines in your current job. You have to maintain your visa status. You have to maintain your current job responsibilities. And at the same time, you have to continue the job search. And that's why you bookkeep. And bookkeeping is a very underrated terms. We do not like to do it. We think that uh, we will make a list in our mind. We will remember everything. We will keep track in our mind, something like that, which doesn't work at all. If you just use an app or a calendar or a spreadsheet, anything that works, or pen and paper, the old school style, that actually helps you a lot to keep track of your progress, and that actually shows you specifically what things you need to improve. So in order to maintain good mental health, speed, and motivation, you should follow this three-step approach, which actually has helped me for many years. So that's what I had to share in this lecture.